Despite the FBI announcing it is not recommending criminal charges for Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump says she's still in trouble. Trump tweeting, "I don't think the voters will forget the rigged system that allowed crooked Hillary to get away with murder. Come November 8, she's out." So what is Hillary's political fallout, and where can Trump go from here? Let's talk to a political panel. We've got the mayor of Miami Beach, Florida, and Hillary supporter, Philip Levine. And in the center, we've got former State Department press officer Morgan Ortagus and former New York City police detective and Fox News contributor Bo Dietl. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, Mayor, let's start with you. Yesterday, James Comey spent a dozen minutes clearly laying out multiple ways Hillary violated official policy and jeopardized America's secrets. That's a big deal.
Well, I think what happened, which is really, really important, of course, the Republican-appointed director of the FBI, Director Comey, did an amazing, thorough job. Honest, independent, competent were his words. And what they found is the same thing, Steve, they found with all the investigation of Secretary Clinton for the last 35 years in public office was absolutely nothing. She didn't jeopardize our
113 emails were classified at the time they were sent. She said not one was sent.
Think about it, though. They only went to people that had top secret clearance. It wasn't like they went over the internet. And by the way, there was no direct evidence of any foreign direct intervention.
Morgan, you were posted with the State Department in Saudi Arabia. You've worked under the rules, same ones that Hillary Clinton worked under. If you did what she did, where would you be right now?
Well, I have to agree with what Senator Cotton said in your last segment, which was, at a minimum, you would have a security clearance violation. You would probably have it removed. You know, when you get sworn in to protect America's secrets, it's one of the most important things that you'll do for your lifetime. You have to take this stuff seriously. I was kind of chuckling with what the mayor just said when he talked about all of the investigations that Hillary has had for 35 years because they're corrupt.
Hey, what does that say?
It comes out to nothing. It's a witch hunt, like usual.
You know, I love what you say. Only 7 or 8 of the emails. That's like saying I only abuse 7 or 8 little children. It is a crime. It's a crime under the U.S. Code to be so reckless with these top secret emails. Also, everyone's comparing Petraeus' thing. He intentionally gave those emails to the lady. Okay, different crime. It's a different level. But the least thing is that she should have the clearance taken away for mishandling top secret emails. Let's be honest. This is a political football going back and forth, and it shouldn't be that way. If Bo Dietl did it, I would be indicted, and then my clearance would be taken away.
Well, then why?
What about
Bo, hold on a second, Mayor. Why didn't he come forward, Comey, yesterday, and say, "Okay, we found this stuff. We're gonna suggest."
I'm very surprised of Comey because I have a lot of respect for Comey. Yeah. But he actually said in his news conference how she violated the code. But he
made the case against her.
He made the case against her, and then all of a sudden says, "But we're not asking for charges." Well, I command now Loretta Lynch now to reevaluate it as the Attorney General and see if they're going to prosecute or not, if she violated or not.
Steve, this administration has investigated and prosecuted more people for these sorts of crime than any administration in history. They've had 6 people go to jail over these types of matters over the past 7, 8 years. So I think this administration has completely lost their integrity on this issue now.
Mayor, going forward, when you are out and about talking about why Hillary would make a great president, the problem for her is James Comey, in his 15 minutes yesterday, essentially said things that would make a great attack ad for her, against her. When he says she was extremely careless, I mean, Donald Trump, all he's going to say is that the kind of person you want as commander-in-chief? And people are going to decide.
Think about this, though. She has been in public service 35 years. Dedicated to her country, Secretary of State, United States Senator, First Lady. This is not somebody who wants to jeopardize her country. Now, let's talk about what's really the truth here. Let's talk about leadership and leading the United States of America.
Okay.
Donald Trump is a fraud. Trump University, willful fraud against people taking their money. He's under federal IRS tax investigation right now. He will not release his tax returns.
I will say this about Trump University. Regarding Benghazi and Hillary Clinton, I don't think anybody died at Trump University.
The fact of the matter is, you have a guy that's running who's not fit to be president. He's a fraud. And we also know something else. He can't raise money. He's broke.
But all right, well, let's not put politics. Let's direct ourselves to the person.
Who should lead America? A competent person.
Bo, hold on just one second. We're talking about her experience. What is Hillary Clinton's greatest achievement?
Her greatest achievement is 35 years dedicated to
I know, but
helping America.
what big
children,
children,
minorities, helping the middle class,
Yeah.
being a United States Senator, being a successful Secretary of State, health care, and everything else. What's Donald Trump's biggest? Inheriting $200 million from his daddy and losing it?
Mr. Mayor,
Come on,
look
come
at
on, he's not the American
Mr.
dream, he's
Mayor,
the American nightmare.
Lanny Davis is my attorney, so we have different opinions on politics. This is a political thing. I'm investigating a case now where I brought the FBI in on somebody very famous who's been threatened to death. The U.S. Attorney's Office is the one that will prosecute. The FBI are dragging their feet. I'm going to the U.S. Attorney's Office because that's the legal system.
How do you feel about facilitating hate crimes? Why would Donald Trump tweet out a Jewish star with corruption and dollar signs?
I don't know.
Is that the American way?
All I know is that we got...
Guys, Morgan, you get the final word.
Thank you very much for letting me speak. I think that this all comes down to North Carolina, where we saw Trump and Hillary yesterday. Barack Obama lost that in 2012, won it in 2008. Right now, it's within the margin of error. I think Hillary Clinton is less than 1 point ahead of North Carolina. So that's why you saw both of them in the state yesterday. It's going to come down to North Carolina.
All right, you people, enough with you guys.
People of America will speak on Election Day. People of America.
Say hello to President Clinton.
Okay, boy, oh boy. That was a good debate. Enjoyed that.